Hello, dudes. We're back with eFootball 2025, and today we're gonna be talking about the new CAMAVINGA card. It's gonna be a short video, but it's important to advise everybody to get that card, to get the card and keep it. It's one of these eFootball points cards in the eFootball points shop. I forgot about the language. Always doing that. Before I was always forgetting during the Spanish videos. I am always forgetting about during the English videos. It's just goddamn stupid. You're goddamn stupid. Okay, so here you have Camavinga, and still you can collect Gallagher. If you think you don't care about any of these two players, you should also get them to sell them for 10,000 points experience contract and 4 booster tokens. So the selectable one. So that's very important. Anyways, Gallagher is a piece of shit unless you are building Atletico de Madrid, and he's still gonna be a piece of shit, but uh, you know at least you're gonna have a highlighted player. Now Camavinga, we're gonna check Camavinga on my team. I have to tell you, Camavinga's card is almost like ready for the main team. You could easily use him on the main team. Um, we're gonna switch this guy for um, Cucurella. He's around here. Yeah, there you go. Now, these are his numbers. I trained Camavinga for fullback and DMF. He's a box to box. Other versions, like the one I had, one a boosted player of the week, those were prepared for AMF. I mean AMF, fullback, and DMF. But as DMF and a fullback, those versions were much worse. Mm, the Camavinga that comes with the French pack, the pack with big time Griezmann, is definitely much worse. And the one from the Madrid pack has some finishing, like 70 finishing, 70 curl, something like that, but it's much worse when it comes to defense and jumping and probably physical contact. So, taking in account that Camavinga has non-dominant leg precision medium and that his shooting is, even with the other cards, is not really good, I think you should not play this guy as an AMF. He could be one of the main players on a top competitive team as a fullback, and I think he's a better fullback than DMF, but also as a DMF, a very, very top DMF. The thing is, the other versions, they lack, well, yeah, they lack a little bit of defense, but the difference is jumping. I mean, with a few points, you can have physical contact, enough physical contact, but a lot of jumping. Now he has stamina, some physical contact, jumping, and defense, plus acceleration and enough balance to be a very good CMF and fullback. Why I'm not recommending this guy for CMF? Well, because he's actually not good at finishing, at scoring. So non-dominant leg precision medium, no shooting at all. It's not good for CMF, but it's very good to be relaxed at the time of building this guy for the good positions. So this guy is easy to build. Mm, these are the numbers. I I think this is the definitive version. I had some variants, but this is the most balanced and the one that gives you the most out of both positions, DMF and fullback. I've seen many people training Camavinga to have a 90 something defense, but for sure, let's check this out. Let's check the numbers. So these are numbers. Um, you watch it, pause the video, watch it at your own pace, just uh, rewind or whatever you want to send it back and check it the way you want. Okay, that's that. Yeah. Okay, fine, good. Now, with that training, you get this. If we go back, we have not that much passing. You can have a Camavinga with 90 passing, for example, low pass, 85 lofted pass, 90 low. You can have a Camavinga with 90, 92 ball control and 82, 84. No, it's already 82, like 84, 86 tight possession. That will be better if you're going to use him as an AMF. But you won't be getting that many points in order to raise the defense. Dexterity. You can remove a bunch of points here to send them to defense. You can remove maybe some points here, but you will surely removing points here, here, and here. If you remove all 8 points, maybe okay. Let's check this out for just a second. Okay, this gives you 76 defense on the team, and probably you can do this. So that will be 76, 80. We're gonna send it's 14 points. We're gonna send them all to defense. Now you see, you end up having very, very good tackling. 85, 92, 90, 93. Defensive engagement 93 is top, top tier. And you end up uh, like with a very fast player. 86, 90. I didn't need to touch that. And maybe you can take a little bit of acceleration and send it to physical contact to reach 90. But what's the problem? If you do that, you might say you have a top tier fullback. And maybe it's still okay to play CMF, but you will lose the thing that makes this card like a ruler of the midfield, because it's not going to be enough physical contact to push opponents properly. I'm going to put everything back to the original place. Defending 14 points. Now we need aerial strength like 8, and then goalkeeper. With this setting, he's gonna be almost always winning aerial balls on the line on the left as a fullback, and he will be able to fight every aerial ball on the midfield. And that's super important because like, very experienced players, they have ways to solve, when the goalkeeper clears the ball and that kind of stuff. Positioning is very important, but I'm very good at positioning, so I position myself properly, and I have the crazy super jumping players. So it's very difficult to get me in that area. If you lose that and you're a normal player, you're gonna start losing the midfield, and you're gonna lose the crossings to the wingers. And if you start losing crossings, you're gonna start losing games like quickly. You're definitely gonna be conceding like lots of goals because of that. The one who controls the midfield controls the game. So yeah, you need to think about that. Now with 84 physical contact and 91 jumping, but with also 81 balance and acceleration 90, you want to have a player who's going to be able to jump to win. And if he goes into a struggle and the ball is like a loose ball, you're going to have a guy accelerating 90 in order to go and pick the ball back. Mm, so that's the kind of thing you need to understand. That's why this guy is so powerful. It's like something like Davis, like David. Uh, very, very good players and unique players like David have that kind of ability or skill. You see, he has acceleration 85, speed 90, and he has the physical contact, he has the balance, he has the jumping, he has the stamina. So, well, this David is of course better, and he will be winning the aerial balls. And if he loses, he's going to be able to chase either ball or opponent. Very, very unique players. Davids is not a fullback, so that's why the level is 77. But numbers didn't change. They just they are. I am reading the proper numbers. So yeah, um, that's very, very important. He has very good defense for a fullback and enough defense for a DMF. And this guy is quite unique because for a free player, you have a crazy amount of technique. Now, when it comes to CMF and AMF, that's why I'm trying to explain this guy this way. You you are forcing this card if you choose to use him as AMF or CMF, even more AMF, because you have enough ball control. You might be in the need of raising that and the passing stats to be AMF. But then you're gonna break. I mean, there is no way you are going to break the balance when it comes to physicality, or you're gonna break defense. And with that, you're gonna end up having, I don't know, 75% the card just to make him an okay AMF, a standard player. But if you choose to use him as fullback or DMF, you're gonna have a top tier. So you need to remember that. It's not only technique and passing. A CMF without shooting skills, it's gonna ruin your game. I mean, it's gonna hurt your gameplay. Yeah, it's gonna end up giving you less than you need, and AMF even worse. Now he's a box to box. If you use him as a DMF, you're gonna have the style active. If you use him as a fullback, it's gonna be turned off now or deactivated. Uh, that's also important because as a DMF, you want a box to box. He has enough stamina. In my case, I'm gonna be replacing him during the second half, or I'm gonna be using him during the second half. So he's always gonna be super strong to play box to box. But as a fullback, you don't want a guy running everywhere and wasting energy, because he just needs to protect the line and the the defensive line. So not the defensive. I mean, he needs to protect the side, like the left side, and the defensive line, because the style deactivates, he's gonna be fine. And I also add a defensive instruction, so he's gonna be super fine. He's gonna last the entire game, mm, and that's super important. I believe he's a better fullback than DMF, but I have been trying him on my main, not my main team, on my event players of the week team, and he was an amazing fullback. I can't switch him for my main, because my main is very special. I'm gonna give you the comparison after the full explanation. But yeah, it's complicated. But he feels better when it comes to handling the ball, passing the ball. He has a fantastic movement. But I have been trying him as a DMF on my secondary account, and yeah, he killed it. He was unstoppable. Very, very strong card. So yeah, I mean, remember. Okay, skills. This is not that difficult. The way I analyze this is very simple. DMF and fullbacks share a certain type of logic when it comes to skills. They need the main defensive skills, and they need the main passing skills. If you can have scoring DMF, then much better. If you can't, then you have to focus on defense and passing and aerial battle. Without aerial battle, in my opinion, DMFs are not good. I can kind of use them like Kante, but just like an emergency, or because I'm gonna be thinking all the time about, I'm gonna be paying attention to Kante being short. I'm not gonna jump. I'm gonna chase after the heading. It's a very annoying way of playing. Um, so okay, also remember that. Well, this guy has soul control, very good skill um, for what's the name, DMF. He has heel trick, which is okay. I mean, it's a very important skill, but in my case, it's better if you use him, if you use that skill with CMF, AMF, and wingers. Oh, and forwards, but not that important for defenders. He has one touch pass. You cannot play a DMF without one touch pass and through passing. I mean, of course you can. I'm not saying. I mean, it's just stupid thinking that you can't. But it's not recommendable. It's not a good idea. It's a very stupid idea. So don't do it. If you do it, it's because you are using a very good player of the week, and of course, with players of the week, we have to sacrifice certain skills at certain times. That's why we fight so much to get perfect players of the week, which is very difficult, but it's not impossible. Just in case, my players of the week team is quite top tier, and it's very difficult uh, to start complaining about what's missing. I mean, double touch is missing here. Here we are missing, I don't know, like heel trick, for example. But this guy has Neymar's double touch. This guy has Neymar's double touch. He's ambidextrous. He's missing also the heel trick. He has, oh no, he has one touch pass and through passing. Oh, he's missing something. I don't know what. Long range curler, shooting, first time shot. For example, no first time shot. But you need to understand that certain positions do not demand uh, that much certain skills. Um, one time shot, in my opinion, will be better for an AMF. And when I use him as an AMF, I miss the one time shot. The same way I'm missing double touch here. But it's very difficult to get the perfect. For this is a good example of the perfect player of the week, because it also depends on the player. Because, for example, I don't like cut behind and turn, but all top players use cut behind and turn, and some of them use scissors. And I think I don't like those skills. In my case here, I will remove cut behind, and uh, yeah, it's the only thing I will remove. I will remove cut behind to add double touch, and with that, you could have probably the perfect player of the week. In here, I will remove um, penalty specialist, and I will add one-time shot. But it's very picky. So if it's just one or two skills, and one of those skills, or maybe both, are kind of top tier, then you have to consider the player a perfect player. For example, you can have defenders with I can't remember the name. It's no, it's the side when you get the ball back from the side with the hands. Can't remember the name. No, nobody has. No. Okay, well, whatever. Uh, but that skill is very good, but it won't be that good if it's replacing something like interception or blocker or man marking. So captaincy on the goalkeeper is very good, but it's not good if it is replacing low punt. Nothing is good if it is replacing low punt. Okay, let's go back to Camavinga. So you have one touch pass, you go for through passing. No fullback should be without pinpoint crossing, one touch pass, and probably um, uh, it's what's the word? Long range curler, outside curler, and without outside curler. Now he has interception, sliding tackle, and fighting spirit. Sliding tackle, I don't really care about it, but top players use sliding tackle with the fullbacks, with the DMFs, with the center backs. I prefer acrobatic clearance, but in this case, it's a plus. But the most important ones are man marking, interception, blocker, and fighting spirit. So he has, with all those added skills, he has everything that he needs for defense. And yeah, and the pinpoint crossing, because again, no fullback without pinpoint crossing. I don't think he needs pinpoint crossing for DMF. If you think you're only gonna use him as uh, DMF, then you can avoid pinpoint crossing, and that will be very good. Because the problem with Camavinga is that now we are missing three skills. I mean, with three skills, he will be perfect. And we need to pick one of them, but we could also pick two of them. Now, the things that he's missing are double touch, because he has soul control, and as a winger, as a fullback, it's very good to have double touch. He's missing aerial superiority, but then he's missing. I realized this a little bit late. He's missing a key skill that is outside curler, especially because he has non-dominant leg precision medium. Outside curler is gonna make his passes faster, and I don't want him scoring. So whatever makes his passing faster is gonna make the overall player faster, and it's gonna give him precision. And he has weighted pass, so a weighted pass with the outside of the foot with good passing numbers is super, super, super important. Now, if you think you're not gonna use him as a DMF and you're gonna mainly use him as a fullback, like I am doing, you might think about removing blocker. You don't actually need blockers with the fullbacks. It's good because during corners, for example, they're gonna be standing around everybody, ready to block shots on goal. And yeah, it's better to have a blocker on the fullback. But in this case, there is not that much space. Then you might avoid blocker and go for outside curler and probably aerial superiority. If you think you might use this guy as a fullback, as a DMF, and as a CMF, then you have it's gonna be a bigger problem because then dual double touch will be better. If you think you're gonna use the guy as CMF, I will definitely remove the blocker and I will go for double touch and outside curler. And as a general rule, I will avoid aerial superiority. It's really good, it's really important, but uh, it's without removing the blocker, it's outside curler. That's the best option. So yeah, you need to decide. You need to decide. But yeah, if you're, I mean, I'm saying removing the blocker because I'm looking at blocker right now. But you should not add the blocker. Even more, if you're not sure, just avoid adding the blocker until you are sure, until you know what is that you're gonna use this guy for. Okay, so those are basically Camavinga's skills. Definitely not. Do not build this guy without through passing, pinpoint crossing, and man marking. Oh, one more thing. If you think man marking makes no difference, and I think you are wrong, then of course it's easier. Just no man marking, and then you can go for outside curler and aerial superiority and fuck it. Yeah. Or of course double touch outside curler. And if you go completely crazy and you think man marking is not good, then it's super easy because in that case, with no man marking, I think I will go for straight for double touch, aerial superiority, and outside curler. And that's that. And that was Camavinga. And those were almost 30 minutes. I'm gonna compare Camavinga with my main left fullback. Where is the pinky card? There is a very good pink card. So check this out. Another completely free player, box to box. I think it's better than offensive fullback. Same height, same weight, almost same age, same foot, of course. But when it comes to technique, Camavinga is much better. And you're gonna tell me now, well, your fullback has almost no passing. Yeah, I know, but if you are careful and you think before passing the ball, that's not really a problem. Passing skills are better when you are in tight positions and uh, when you are trying to be creative. Like playing AMF, your AMF needs good passing because he's going to be trying to squeeze the ball through very narrow spaces for the defenders not to be able to get the ball, but at the same time your attackers being able to reach it in order to score from the best position. So very important having passing there. But here, never have problems with Davis passing, with Davis passes and crossings. Um, anyway, he's not that good at crossing because his um, kicking power is not awesome. It's not bad, but not awesome. Camavinga's kicking power is the same. So technique and passing is much better with Camavinga. He has 70 heading, that's even better. And he has no curl. Davis' curl is much better, and that's very good for a fullback. But when it comes to physicality, uh, those 99 speed make Davis still the starting main team player. I forgot about the speed. Camavinga's speed is awesome for DMF, but it's just good for a fullback. And again, as a general rule, 86 speed right now with all those big time super fast players, it would be recommendable to use this guy as a fullback with uh, long counter game style, like the Champs. I play possession game and I don't really care because I'm okay with 86 speed, but it's not top tier. And of course, cannot be compared with Davis, which is one of the best players in the game when it comes to speed, acceleration, balance, stamina, jumping, and all of those with 80 physical contact. A completely broken card. But of course, you do that by sacrificing defense, which is not bad for a fullback, but not comparable with Camavinga. Camavinga is much, much smarter when it comes to positioning during defense, and he has 18 extra points against Davis. That's beyond crazy. It's a huge difference. So, in your case, if you tell me I think Camavinga is much better than Davis, and I'm gonna use him as a fullback, and I wasn't using Davis, but I won't use Davis because I like other stuff, and Camavinga is ready to go. I will say, yeah, okay, you're right. Like, I'm not gonna say anything against that because it will be a very logical analysis. I think both options are perfect, are okay, uh, depending what is that you're trying to achieve. So in my case, Davis is the absolute aerial fighter and the absolute hound dog. He's gonna catch you and he's gonna defeat you in the air 95, 98% of the time. So that's very important for me. Camavinga is unwavering. That's better. Non-dominant leg precision is strange, but Davis is high, so that's good. Not that good for Camavinga, anyways. And when it comes to skills, they are more or less they're close. They both have heel trick. They have this has double touch and flip flop. Ironically, Camavinga has the soul control. But okay. So with the added skills, I already added lots of skills to Davis. I mean, he's complete because he has been one of my main players for a long time. If you check, it's almost 1,500 games. Um, but they are more or less the same. I added aerial superiority here, and that's one of the reasons this guy just wins every single aerial ball. But in the case of Camavinga, soul control, okay, it's kind of weird. Yeah, soul control is better because he can play DMF, but he doesn't have shooting skills. So, in case of extreme emergency, I will go for a cheat shot when playing Camavinga as a DMF. It's better because if I try as a reflex to use the soul control, I'm gonna have it. So yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's very good. I'm not gonna be using soul control with the fullback, but with the DMF, it might happen, like a lot. So yeah. Okay, so that's the comparison. That's how good this guy is. I compared him with my main player, and I went for the skills, the style, positions, and I'm going to return my good old Cucurella. Now I have a beautiful picture with it's like a chocolate, like an interior of players of the week, a base of players of the week champions, and covered completely covered by players of the season. Beautiful, beautiful. Players of the season, Italy and England. And it's like 1, 2, 3, fuck, 3, and 4 Italian. Yeah, it's great. I should have a Spanish players of the season goalkeeper, and then it will be just bloody perfect. I have a Spanish one here, a German here, and Italian and Spanish here. Huh, I'm completely crazy. All right, so if you switch players to test new cards, remember to re-engage the instructions. In this case, defensive Cucurella. I'm using defensive fullback, deep line DMF, and one counter target. Oh, we are watching the screen, so I'm going to tell you just in case. I mean, already the box is already over, but I already told you, and I think many people have been saying the same thing. But please, if you like to play players of the week, and if you are building a good team, if you need good players, if you use coins in these very good boxes, um, Chris Wood is very good, but Romelu Lukaku, this Romelu Lukaku is beyond expectation. This guy is just completely broken, and it's very important for you to test him and to learn how to use him. And if you have him and you need good players, then this is going to be one of your main forwards without shadow of doubt. These two cards, they both come with Neymar's double touch. Very important, very powerful cards with everything. Fighting spirit, double touch. Well, Neymar's double touch, long range curler, long range shooting, one touch pass, through passing. Can't remember if this guy has one touch pass. Yes. Oh, and through passing also. Oh, an outside curler. Okay, and this guy has non-dominant leg precision high. This guy has outside curler. Yeah, also. Okay, no problem. Oh, so they have everything. Very important cards. Uh, right now, this guy is new. Very important and very good card. If you have Gabriele Zappa and you also have Renato Veiga, then you have two fullbacks who can. This guy is a center back, but two fullbacks that can play uh, center back, and in case of Renato Veiga, also DMF. And I think Renato Veiga is a better fullback and DMF than center back, but he can do three positions. Those are very top tier cards. Okay, Bastoni is a top tier monster crazy card. This one is better than the Showtime. Sion Suzuki, 190, 92 goalkeeping, 91 reflexes, 90 reach, 85, 84 for a completely free goalkeeper. with 75 lofted pass, 88 kicking power. I think this is the second best like clearer, like the guy kicking from the goal after Ederson Moraes. And I think this goalkeeper is much better because he's taller, of course. His numbers are also better, I think. So this is a top tier competitive goalkeeper, and he has through passing, weighted pass, low lofted pass, low punt, high punt, and long throw. Is that crazy or what? So remember also that. And you have, well, Renato Veiga, Kieran Tierney. Pulisic is like Kluivert and Orsolini. He doesn't have Ferran Torres and Pulisic, Ferran Torres, and Mbeumo. They don't have Neymar's double touch, but they are monster top tier cards. Pulisic is the last one from the players of the season Italy, and it's completely broken. 101, he can play AMF and winger, completely broken. And okay, Gyökeres and Martinez, very, very, very powerful cards. Gyökeres is kind of like Lukaku. I think Lukaku is better, but Gyökeres is right there. So I'm just saying this because I have these players here, and it took me quite some time to choose between all my players of the week. And I didn't talk about the DMFs because they are not that good. I need to get better ones. But these are huge options for competitive teams and entertaining teams. Just not to be using all the time your main team, which becomes boring very quickly. All right, so I think I don't have anything else to say. Um, we're gonna be, I think tomorrow we're gonna see the new. Well, tomorrow night, Thursday. On Thursday, we're gonna see a new epic player uh, for the Kaká's box. I hope it's something good because I want to be sure I'm not going to be in the need of getting Kaká because I hate the guy. And the card is not that good. I already trained him. I have a short for that. Piece of shit. Some people are talking about Bale. Some of them are talking about another day, Davids, Batistuta. I hope it's not Davids and, and not Batistuta. I hope it's uh, someone like Platini or Vieira. It's very difficult, but maybe if Vieira comes as a completely free player, then everybody's gonna get Vieira, and we're gonna have to be forced to face Vieira in every game from now on. So it's gonna be a complicated decision by Konami. Okay, so that's it. I want basically to promote CAMAVINGA because as many other times uh, I can see people not understanding CAMAVINGA's training and position and all that kind of stuff, and you're gonna miss a player that you should not be missing. It's yeah, bad idea. Well, dudes, um, questions, opinions, whatever, to the message section. I hope, like always, I hope this was useful for you, and I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoy this shit, and probably next time is gonna be Friday because Thursday is gonna be a complicated day for me, and I'm gonna be trying to update players of the week and whatever news we have on Thursday. I'm gonna try to update that during Friday. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Bye bye.